So as you can tell, I have, this is going to be the end of the wrap. The only thing I'm doing with the black is just going to go over it once, just kind of outlining it, making everything pop. And then I'll show you guys how to tie this off on both ends. That's where the time consuming part is, and make sure that your knife blade is sharp. You don't want a dull knife blade when you're doing this, because otherwise it'll cause the ends to fray. And yeah, most of it's going to be covered, but I'm more of a perfectionist when it comes to this, so that's why I've been taking my time and making sure that this is right, instead of being like, all right, yep, it's good, and shoot, I made a mistake, and now you have to go back and fix it. And I'd rather do it once and be done with it and get it over with. But yeah, as you can tell, I mean, it's I'm pretty impressed with how this turned out. So, what I was using for a center line, instead of using a ruler, you can use a ruler for your spacing. This is roughly 1 inch spacing. You can use a ruler to get your spacing right, but then what I was doing to make sure that the diamonds were straight was basically using a light. And I actually used my work light, and seems to have worked pretty well. Everything's pretty well straight, and um, I'm pretty impressed with how it's turned out so far. So then, like, honestly, this is how I've been doing the wraps for the last. I've probably got about 8 hours in this so far. So it's pretty fun. It's just it's real tedious. It's real time consuming, and it's a good time to, if you got a favorite band you like listening to, or put Pandora or Spotify on, put some music on, and just relax and enjoy. So, like I said, I haven't been in too much of a hurry to get this done, just because it's colder outside now, and it's just been, it's that time of year to where you get fishing rods fixed and try to get ready for next season. But like I said, this one I'm building for a friend of mine, so this one is trying to get it done so I can get some other projects finished up and started, and go from there. I could use the pins that are in the jig to help hold the thread in place, but because this part, I don't get the right tension on the spool, I'd rather just do it this way. So I just let the spool, free spool if you will, and just keep going. And this is pretty much how I've been doing this wrap. So once I get to the end, you want to keep it tight. Put a little piece of tape on. Voila. Done. It is going to fray a little bit, but that's fine because that part's getting cut off. I did jump the gun a little bit, and I put down the gold before I probably should have, but it is what it is. It's there. I'm not gonna take it off to redo it and whatnot. What I usually do for my packing is just run my fingernail right along the edge. You want to use something soft, so like your fingernail works, a piece of plastic, nothing sharp. You don't want to use anything metal, because that'll run the risk of fraying your line and possibly snapping it, one or more lines. So I've had good luck with just running my fingernail along the line, and that doesn't catch on anything, and you know that's how I've been doing this wrap and a couple other wraps. So that's done. We got 3 more to do, and then I'll be ready to show you guys how I'm gonna do this wrap, the tie-offs. What I'm gonna end up doing is basically my tie-off's gonna be between these 2 diamonds, and more than likely halfway in the middle of this diamond, all the way over to, hopefully it shows up, but to about here is where my tie-off's going to be. So roughly an inch on either side, and it'll still leave me a lot of diamonds in the middle, and we'll go from there. That should look pretty good. So we'll go from there and see what happens.